Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the EnglishPod. I'm Anna.
And I'm Ben. We're so happy to have you with us today.
Today, we're going to talk about a topic that many of you have asked about: how to improve your English speaking skills. We know that it can be a bit scary to speak a new language, especially when you're just starting out. But don't worry, we're here to help.
Exactly. We have 5 simple tips that you can start using today. These aren't big, difficult tasks. They're small habits that can make a huge difference over time.
So, let's jump right in with our first tip. Ben, what's a common fear for new speakers?
The fear of making mistakes. So our first tip is embrace your mistakes. Think of them as a natural and necessary part of the learning process. You don't learn to walk without falling a few times, right? The same goes for language. When you make a mistake, don't feel embarrassed. Just try to correct it and move on.
That's so true. I still make mistakes sometimes in my second language, and that's okay. It shows you're trying. Our second tip is all about listening. So, tip number 2, listen actively and repeat.
This is a powerful one. You can't speak well if you don't listen well. Try listening to podcasts like this one, watching simple videos, or even listening to English songs. But here's the key. Don't just listen passively. After a short sentence, pause and try to repeat what you heard. Pay attention to the sound, the rhythm, and the intonation.
Yes, this is an excellent way to train your mouth and your ears. For example, if you hear the phrase, "I'm going to the store," repeat it out loud. "I'm going to the store." Mimic the accent and the way the words connect. Our third tip is to find a speaking partner. We know this can be a challenge, but it's one of the most effective ways to improve. If you have a friend who is also learning English, you can practice together. You can even find language exchange apps where you can connect with native speakers. The goal is to have short, simple conversations, maybe just 5 or 10 minutes a day. You can talk about your hobbies, what you did yesterday, or your favorite food.
Consistent practice is key. Even a few minutes a day is much better than a long session once a week. Let's move on to tip number 4. Build your vocabulary with intention.
Instead of trying to memorize a huge list of words, pick a topic you like. For example, if you love to cook, learn 5 new words related to food this week. If you love sports, learn words for different sports or players. Then, try to use those new words in a sentence. Write them down in a notebook or use flashcards. The more you use a new word, the more likely you are to remember it when you need it in a conversation.
And our final tip, number 5, is one of my favorites because you can do it anywhere, anytime. Our last tip is talk to yourself.
Yes, it might sound strange, but it's a brilliant way to practice. You can talk to yourself in your head or even out loud. For example, when you're getting ready in the morning, you can say, "I am brushing my teeth." "I'm putting on my shoes." Or if you're cooking, "I need to chop the carrots." This helps you practice forming sentences in your mind without the pressure of speaking to another person. It's a fantastic way to build confidence.
So, to wrap up, let's review our 5 tips one more time. Embrace your mistakes, listen actively and repeat, find a speaking partner, build your vocabulary with intention, and talk to yourself.
Remember, learning a language is a journey, not a race. Be patient with yourself, use these tips, and you will see amazing progress. Thank you so much for joining us today. We'll be back soon with more tips and conversations. Until then, keep practicing.